So you actually want to have a business? All right. Let's talk about it. You don't even know who I am, so I'm going to tell you who I am right now. My name is Beth Andrea Onano. I am originally from Cameroon, West Africa. Let's say 11 years ago, I came to the US, not with the mindset of, oh, I'm going to make it big in the US. No, actually, quite the contrary. I'm someone who was okay working for someone for the rest of my life. But something happened. The Lord said, my child, that's not the plan that I have for you. The plan that I have for you is to actually be an entrepreneur. And next thing you know, 10 plus years later, I found myself having my own spiritual God-led business called Driven to God. I'm about to tell you my whole journey and how you, if you want to be a business owner, you should expect your journey to be too. Let's go. Before I even get into this video, I just want to precise one thing, and I want to make it very clear. This is not about you waking up one morning thinking you want to be a business owner because you suddenly feel like you want to be a business owner. There's no such thing. If you are called to being a business owner, that is the Lord calling you to that purpose. Nothing in this world starts, goes through, and ends without the Lord being present in it. So this is not just a channel about having a business or being a business-oriented person. It's a channel about how having a business starts and ends with the Lord the entire time. So let's get into it. A little bit about my story. When I was younger, I remember being in front of the TV. I saw New York City and I used to think, man, like, how come we don't have those buildings over here in Cameroon? Like, why? It felt so distant from me. It felt like I would never set foot in the US. It's something I would only see on the TV. At least that's what I thought, until my mom literally came and said, pack your bags, you are going to the US. Now that I think about it, it was a very big shock to me because usually when you dream, you don't see things actually happening, right? You know, when you have those thoughts in your mind and you're like, yeah, it's just a dream. Next thing you know, somebody comes and tell you like, no, your dream is a reality. So fast forward, I actually took 3 flights, and one of those flights landed in New York, and I actually ended up seeing those tall buildings. And I feel like that awakened something in me. It awakened like the desire to want to be in a city or to want to live a lifestyle where those buildings that I saw were actually mine. But even still, I was too young, way too young to really understand anything about what being rich was and stuff like that. Because I didn't really grow poor. I didn't grow lacking anything. But at the same time, I didn't have the rich lifestyle, if it makes sense. Fast forward, I ended up going to college, and I remember when I came here, I was completely confused about the system in the US. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I went to the internet and I literally typed, what should you become in life if you were good at math and science, and engineering came. I tried aerospace engineering and quickly dropped it as soon as my cousin asked me why planes were able to fly in the sky, and I had no answer. After that, I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? I already picked engineering. I don't really know where to go from here. I can't really drop out. That's not an African thing to do. I just thought, okay, I need something broad. I don't really know what to do, so I need something that will help me understand engineering overall. So I picked mechanical engineering. It was the hardest school years of my life. I realized obviously I wasn't really an engineering person, like hands-on. I used to be so confused till this day. I don't know how I passed my thermodynamics class with a B. Absolutely do not recall. But for my master's, I did project management as my master's. It was cool. It was great. It was wonderful. However, it always felt unsatisfied. I had a project management job. I had experience when it came to my major, internships and stuff like that. But there was a part of me that just, I don't know how to, like, you probably have it. You have it. If you feel like the Lord is calling you to own a business, you have it inside of you. You feel like no matter what you do, it's just not enough. There's this thing that I felt in my heart where I'm like, man, I don't know what I want to do in life. I'm in college, junior, senior. People already know which company they want to work for, but I'm still trying to figure it out. I used to think something was literally wrong with me because my mom would always ask me, what do you want to do? Other kids will always talk about what they wanted to do, and my aunt will literally look at me and she could tell I didn't know what to do, and I felt embarrassed because I'm like, man, she probably wished I was like one of those kids, but I'm not. And I couldn't figure it out until the Lord literally said, I want you to own a business. And how did that happen? One day I was journaling. And I remember there's this journal that I used. It was very nice. It did what it needed to do. But I'm a very spiritual person. I didn't just want a journal. I wanted a journal that could literally help me be close to the Lord. A journal that will help me like speak to the Lord, resolve my problems with the Lord, be thankful to the Lord, like just a bunch of stuffs, right? A bunch of stuffs. And I remember I was journaling. I didn't have all the stuffs, and I kept writing how I felt in paper notes in the journal, because I thought like, okay, I can't have one journal doing everything. I'm just gonna use both a paper to write how I feel and surrender things to the Lord and all of this, and the journal to do what it needs to do. And I remember in my heart I was like, man, it would be nice if there was a journal like this in the world. And I remember just hearing the Spirit, like I just remember hearing it so clearly, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ just guiding me, and he said, create it. In my heart, I'm like, what do you mean created? I have never created anything in my life. I don't even know how to go about it. In my family personally, I've never been the person to really like know how to do a lot of things, if it makes sense. I was always confused about my path. So for me to hear that voice in my head telling me just create it, I was a bit confused, but there's something about the Lord speaking to you. His voice can never be replicated by anything. It cannot be confused by anything. It is forward. It is peaceful. It just is. His voice, it just is. If you are confused about the Lord's voice, the confusion comes from you, not from his voice, because his voice, it just is. So I remember feeling that confidence that was the Lord speaking to me, and I just got started. Now, fast forward after creating the journal, I remember publishing it on Amazon. I felt so accomplished, and I thought that was it, because I saw a lot of people on social media, they created courses and stuff like that, but it felt like they had one landing page for all their products, right? It didn't feel like they had this whole website that could do consultations, that could do products. It's all about just a landing page, right? So in my head, as I created the journal, I felt led to also write a book. Eventually, I felt like doing more on my website, and I'm like, okay, this is not looking like just a landing page anymore. It's looking like an actual professional business with a bunch of things that can help a bunch of people to do a lot of things based on the services that they're looking for. And that's when the Lord let me know, my daughter, I wasn't calling you to do something small. I was calling you to have an actual consulting business. I felt really happy, but fear took over me. Fear took over me because I realized that everything that you see on social media, the final destination, having money, working a little bit and stuff like that, that is all the cookie cutter stuff, my friend. When you want to actually own a business, there's so much work, so much patience, so much everything that you have to put into it. And let me tell you, it is not as fun as they put it on social media, and I'm about to talk about it right now, so let's get into it. When the Lord is calling you to own a business, there is something that will happen to you, and it's literally going to be the beginning of your entire personality character change. Whoever you are, before you feel like the Lord is coming to you and guiding you to be a business owner, you will not be the same person. You will not be the same person as you go through the journey, and you will definitely not be the same person at the end of your journey. There is a lot about you that will change. For example, me, I used to be someone who, like I told you, was completely content to just working for someone. But I had to understand that there's a reason why I was content working for someone. And those reasons were mainly the fact that I'm someone who was literally a people pleaser when I was younger. Every single thing that someone wanted me to do, I was always there to do it. So naturally, it just didn't click in my head that I could ever be a leader. It clicked in my head that I'm someone who follows orders. So obviously, I wanted to work for someone and do what I thought at the time I did best, following orders. But the Lord is like, no, my friend, we're going to change everything about you. Because I didn't call you to work for someone. I called you to work for yourself and to create a business that would do this and do that. And for that to happen, you can't be a people pleaser person anymore. You can't be a yes woman to everything anymore. You can't be someone who's always there for others, but you don't know how to put yourself first. You can't be someone who knows how to be very selfless, but you don't know how to be selfish sometimes, to take that time and pour it into yourself. You need to change everything about you that will literally stop this mindset that you currently have, so that you can grow into the mindset that you need to have a business. So ask yourself this: A business is not for the weak. Are you ready to change? Because if you're not ready to change, you're not going to be a business owner. And one thing about our Lord, He works based on obedience. You don't obey Him, He's not going to do anything. You obey Him, He will push you to your limits, but He will be there every second of the way. So if you are struggling with something, let's say maybe it's people pleasing, or maybe you are too self-centered, and the business that the Lord is calling you to do is literally requiring the opposite. Anything that you know deep in your heart, it would, like, you will literally feel it. Or if you haven't felt it, you will feel it over time. The Lord will slowly take out some stuffs from you, slowly help you recognize some things that you have been your whole entire life, and He will say, let's flip that completely. The second thing, patience will kill your pride. There are times where I wanted the final destination so much. To be honest, there's so many times that this happened to me. I literally was on the floor, looking like I couldn't make ends meet. And for a while, I actually could not make ends meet. But there were times where I couldn't make ends meet so much, and I wanted my final destination. I wanted the promised land that the Lord promised me. He said I was going to be wealthy, very successful, but I wasn't seeing the result, and I kept being obedient. And I literally just got on the floor on my knees. I was literally broken. I was broken. My partner had to hold me and tell me it's okay, like, keep pushing, keep going. I was on the floor asking the Lord, why aren't you blessing me yet? Why do you keep making me do things and do things and do things and do things and do things? And that is because pride has to be killed by patience. Pride in the sense of you think you deserve the final destination, and you think you need to have it right now. You think you don't need to grow. Or if you think you need to grow, you think you decide when you need to stop growing, and the Lord has to be the one to come and give you things when you think you need to stop growing. It doesn't work that way. The Lord will literally use patience to humble you, to help you understand that you don't get to decide when you are ready. He does. Because you don't know yourself. He does. You're not transforming yourself. He is. You're not the one in charge of the whole entire process, who you were, who you're going to be, how you're going there. He is. If you are the type of person who is literally like, I want to be rich, I tried this, it's not working, I tried that, it's not working, I don't know why it's not working, stop. It's not about you. It's about the Lord transforming you. And you have to be patient. I've been working on my business for, I think, like a year or something, and the momentum of it didn't pick up months ago, but it was a journey months ago, and now it is what it is right now. I'll put the website somewhere on the screen so that you can actually see. I really wish that I took a picture of what my business website looked like before, because it's not what it is right now. I am super proud, and I did all of this by myself too. Like, I'm super proud of what it looks like right now. And this wouldn't have happened if I had given up. If pride was literally not killed by patience, where I had to get up from my knees after falling down so many times and asking the Lord, why aren't you blessing me yet? And literally just humbling myself and be like, you are in charge, I'll keep going. So if you are the type of person that's like, yeah, it's my turn to be blessed, I'm gonna do this, I'm not gonna wait on the Lord, all of that mess, listen, you're not going to be a business owner, because there's no such thing as fast blessings when you're a business owner. It's all about growth. It's all about taking your time. It's all about learning, understanding, because everything that you take your time to learn and understand, you're going to be a master at it, and the blessings will come. It will flow, but only when you have mastered the skill, only when you have literally allowed yourself to go through that process, and now you become so good and comfortable at it and teaching it that it just comes. It just comes really quickly, really, really, really quickly. So take that into consideration. The third thing that I want to talk about is you are your final destination. I'm not going to lie to you. I dislike this so much. That so many people show you the final destination. You're so focused on the final destination. But in reality, what everybody should be paying attention to is the process. Because you are your final destination. Listen to me. You will not make it to having a lot of money in life. You will not make it to your business being successful. You will not make it to your promised land if you are not growing at the same pace that the Lord wants you to grow, while being patient, while enduring, while failing, all of that. It will not happen. It will not. You are your final destination. So if you are someone who is literally like, I don't want to have to wait, I want to make money right now, I'm going to make money right now, you are not someone who is cut to be a business owner. You are someone who's cut to making money quickly and losing it quickly and just being stuck in that pattern continuously. Because when the Lord is preparing you to own a business, He's not preparing you to own a business so that you look at the final destination and you love it so much that it distracts you from understanding that to have it in the first place, you need to be able to develop the skills that will bring you that success in the future. A soccer player is not popular because he makes a lot of money. He's popular because he trained himself to play so well that he's recognized and paid for what he's recognized for. A basketball player, same thing. A pianist, same thing. A singer, an artist, same thing. People don't go to a concert to pay an artist to listen to his music and to be entertained by him because he has money. No. They go there because they recognize his ability to sing, to write, to entertain. The skill. The skill is what will get you there. So forget about the destination, because you will never make it there if you are focused on it. You will only make it there if you focus on your journey and growing your skills right now. Because trust me, if you do not do that, like I said, that destination will never happen. Number 4, you need to stop, and I mean literally stop, gratifying the final destination. I know we spoke a little about it in the previous point, but this one it's a little bit more than just the final destination is nothing without the journey. No, that just talks about the hard work you need to do. This one right here is literally to tell you that the Lord will not bless you if what you want is money. Myron Golden, if you know who he is an amazing business consultant. I heard this from him and he explains it perfectly. The Lord created us to serve one another and to serve Him primarily, and then serve one another. So when you think so much about the cars that you want to drive, Lambos and the beautiful house and all of that, it distracts you from understanding that the reason why the Lord is making you a business owner so that you can have an amazing, prosperous life is not for you. It's for people. Because you have to help people, serve people through your business. For example, my business, I'm a consultant. I literally help people when it comes to the spiritual journey. So if you're struggling with relationship, or you're struggling with finances, or you're struggling with friendship, anything that is really a problem in your life, and you need to understand why it's happening to you, why the Lord is allowing it, how you can get yourself out of it. For example, I have an event coming up where I'm literally helping women in a few weeks how to stop being attracted to toxic men, right? That's a problem that they're going through. They don't know why they're going through it. I'm serving them. This is not for me. The Lord prepared me through my journey to own a business like that. He guarded my mind from all the money that the enemy was making me see and focus on, so that I could focus on serving. And then through that, prosperity will come. Through that, abundance will come. But the main purpose of the Lord blessing me with this business is to help people. So if you are someone who is so focused on the Lambo, so focused on the money, so focused, and like, to be honest, social media makes it so easy for you, and it did for me too, I will not lie to you. I'm speaking based on experience, because it is something that the Lord had to tell me. My daughter, I'm not giving you money for you to just think about enjoying yourself. My daughter, I'm not giving you money for you to literally just think about like traveling and so many things. I'm giving you money because I want you to understand how to create a business that will attract people who are struggling so that you can help them solve a problem. So forget about the Lambo. Forget about all of that. It's not going to serve you. I went to a conference and I remember seeing a man, and he was saying that he makes so much money. So much, but he had all that money and he was bored. He was bored with it. How many times have you heard that? You are bored. I know some people are like, oh, I'd rather be bored with like a Lambo than be bored with a Toyota, stuff like that. Yeah, of course, that's like, yeah, normal. But you're still bored. And when you're bored, you feel like doing something, but you've already done everything because you have the money. The only thing that is really purposeful, that will fill you, that will make you feel like, man, at least I'm like doing something. At least I'm not just wasting time. At least I have a purpose, is serving people. Because we were created to do that, to serve the Lord and please the Lord and serve people. So forget about the final destination. Forget it completely. It will literally distract you. It will literally distract you. So forget about it. Know that it's there. Accept that it's there. As a matter of fact, it is there. If you're called to being a business owner, you don't need to think about it. You really don't. Why? Because it's already there. The Lord will bless you. He will. He will give you the money. He will give you the cars. He will give you everything. Look at Solomon. King Solomon was the wealthiest man to ever exist in the whole entire universe. The Lord gave him everything. Everything. He blessed him for helping Israel, for building the temple. But he was doing the Lord's bidding. Yeah, I know that Solomon fell into temptation and he lost everything. But before he did that, he was pleasing the Lord in every way. He was helping Israel. He was building things for the people of the Lord. And the Lord blessed him. Wealth just came. Like he was receiving. So the Lord will bless you. The Lord will continuously bless all of us whom he called to prosperity. And to be honest, he called everybody to prosperity, whether it's through business or through a career. So it will come. But forget about the destination, because if you don't, you are not cut to be a business owner. If you are someone who literally gives up, you are not cut to be a business owner. And I mean gives up in this, like, not in the sense of like you can never think things are hard, you can never like cry and stuff like that. Like I cannot count the number of times that I was literally on my knees asking the Lord, why haven't you blessed me yet? I'm laughing because it was painful. It was actually very painful because I wanted to succeed. I wanted to make it. I wanted to be in a stage where I feel it's so easy, like I am right now. I'm at a stage where I feel like things are easy, like things are coming to me so easy, right? But I wasn't like that a few months ago, right? And in my head, I wanted to like give up so many times, and the Lord had to wake me up and tell me, my daughter, don't give up. My partner had to encourage me, telling me don't give up. Sometimes I had to give myself a pep talk. So if you are someone who, after you cry, after you fall, after you feel like giving up, you don't have the capacity or the strength to not just like tell yourself it's okay, I'm going to do it, or just rely on the Lord to tell you like you're gonna be okay, and believe him and have faith and keep going through his strength, you're not cut to be a business owner. You're not. Because a business owner, they cannot give up. They cannot. The Lord is giving you so much for a reason. You are at the top. Do you realize that a business owner is at the top? Because after the business owner, there are partners. And the partners, after the partners, there are employees. After the employees, there are people that are actually being served to the business. So if you give up, you won't just let yourself down. You're letting everybody under the pyramid down. And the Lord is entrusting you, but he's also testing you. He's testing your capacity to handle a lot, because when you're a business owner, you will handle a lot. And this is something, a secret. And I'm saying a secret not because it's not obvious, but a secret because nobody talks about it. What you are going through, or what you will go through if you haven't gone through it yet, it's literally preparation for your journey. Every problem that I had to solve and understand and have the strength through the Lord, or the strength that he gave me myself, or other people who lifted me up, everything that I went through, and I needed the strength to literally keep going, and actually made it, and the problem was solved. Those are my experience that now I can teach other people, consult other people. I spoke about the event where I'm teaching women how to literally let go of toxic men so that they can attract their godly men. I went through it. I was in a toxic relationship for 6 years plus, probably at this point. And then I was in search of a man who would love me, but I didn't know how to go through it by myself. And I went through it with the Lord. And he gave me every knowledge I needed to know. And he allowed me to have my blessing. I made it to my final destination. And other women need that help too. So now I get to help them with that. right? But I had to not give up. I had to not give up when the Lord said, I will bring you your person. Or for my business, I had to not give up when the Lord said, I will give you your business. Keep going. Keep pushing. Don't focus on the destination. You need a heart of a warrior to own a business that the Lord is calling you to have. As a matter of fact, you already are a warrior. That's why the Lord entrusts you to have a business, because before you were even created and put in this world, the Lord already decided you were going to have a business. You just don't know it yet. You just don't understand it yet. You just can't believe it yet because you are still thinking of you as who you are right now. But the Lord already sees you as who you will be, and He's taking you through that journey. So, to summarize everything, being a business owner is not easy. If you rush, you focus on the final destination, you focus on the money instead of serving people, you focus on yourself, you feel like giving up, you don't have the strength to rely on yourself or the Lord if you can't rely on yourself, or other people around you that the Lord places in your life to help you. If you feel like you just doing everything except the things that the Lord is guiding you to do to succeed and own a business, then you are not cut to be a business owner. However, you can be, right? This is not something to put you down. It's something to help you realize what you needed to realize so that you can drop the things that don't serve you, pick up your load, pick up your cross, walk with the Lord as He is guiding you towards your final destination. So in the next video, I'm going to literally talk about the things that you will need to be a business owner as you're going through this journey. Because if you have not literally been in this space where you thought you could be a business owner, congratulations, because your journey is about to start. And if you are in the process of becoming a business owner, congratulations, because you're about to know even more. Because I was talking about it with my partner. We literally looked at ourselves and we were like, I don't feel like I can learn anything anymore. Not that I can't learn anything, like I've learned everything, but there's a specific level, a level in your spiritual journey with the Lord when you are getting wealthier and you're growing in skills, growing in experience. There's a specific level where you reach the threshold and you are now there, and now it's time for you to level up and go to the next level. And I feel like me and my partner, we have reached that stage where we're like, I feel like I know so much. I know so much about money. I know so much about how to manage money, how to attract money, how to make money my best friend, how to nurture my business. So I definitely look forward to teaching you all of that so that you can also one day get to that stage and just look back and be like, wow, I was here and the Lord took me here. I was here and the Lord planned all of this for me. Because at the end of the day, every riches in this world, full glory to the Lord. I'll see you there, because I know that even though you might not believe you are meant to be a business owner, if the Lord placed that desire in your heart, you are definitely going to be a business owner. We're not leaving anybody behind. See you on the next video.